Hey, Danny.
Hey, yourself. You found a nice new one here in lovely Stephen, South Carolina.
St. Stephen, South Carolina. Yep, my folks live there, and I go down maybe once, twice a month, and was passing by and saw it. So yeah, but this one is has a sign that says temporarily closed.
Well, they took the
So
time
that
to say temporarily for whatever reason. And
exactly,
is that
exactly.
sign about 3 years old? Peeling,
It looks
falling
about
off? Yeah.
it
Typical.
is. Yep, it is absolutely right.
All right. Well, you got the phone numbers, the landlord's phone number, and you say he was also the previous operator. How do you know?
Right. He said that he said we ran it, and we were thinking about reopening it. He was going to get some signage, but they hadn't made a move yet. But he told
Why
me he
did
was
you
a former
talk to
operator.
him? How did that happen?
I looked his number up and just wanted to validate it was him. What wasn't anything. I said, listen, I got a partner. My partner Danny's going to be calling you. I didn't want you to have a bad number to dial.
No, for the thousandth time for the cheap seats, don't talk to these guys. Not in the vein of the laundromat. I
Got
know
it.
that I want you to vet the numbers, yes, but when you're talking to them, you're making it harder for me to do my job. And the deepest part of that is them thinking, well, why doesn't Mr. Williams do the talk? Why is he incapable of doing it? It's just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
seed in their mind. Call them and tell them you own a food truck or that you want to paint their parking lot in that particular location. If they
Uh,
own the building, they're going to say, "Oh no, I'm not interested." Why has the laundromat been closed for so long? Whatever. But it I just say it so many times, it just makes it harder. Also, he's not going to remember that it's you and me. He's not going to get it. They never do. So
gotcha,
now there's
gotcha.
blood in the water, and he thinks, oh, this guy called me yesterday and another guy called me today. Everybody wants the laundromat. It's got
Got
to
it.
be really, really worthwhile for me to up all the prices and start charging more rent. Just don't talk to them in the vein of
Got
being interested.
it.
All
That's
right,
good.
here
Good
we
advice,
go.
Danny.
Let's call him up.
Right.
Is anyone listening? Don't talk to the landlord.
Hello?
Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron, my name is Danny.
Hello?
I'm calling on some commercial space over here in St. Stephen, the Burns Drive. I saw that there's coin laundry there. You also spoke to my partner, Mr. Williams, briefly about this the other day.
William?
My name is Danny.
Danny? Regarding what? You calling about, inquire about what? Space?
Burns Drive, you've got a
Hello?
former laundromat there. Hi, you've got a laundromat there. I want to lease it from you.
Oh, yeah. Somebody called me about it. The guy said he's going to call me back, and he never called me back.
That's me, sir. Here we are. This is us. We're doing it now.
Oh, that was you? Because that was a different guy, I think. Sounds like.
Yeah, my
But that's
partner,
okay.
it is a different guy. We're two different human beings. My partner, Garen, he goes out and scouts the locations, and he found this coin laundromat. So I've been in the coin laundry business for almost 20 years. We want to sign a long-term
Uh-huh.
lease with you. We want to put the new equipment in the store and give you a rent check if that rent is reasonable and commensurate, if we can move forward.
Oh, yeah, of course. But currently, we do have the equipment in there.
Right,
It's,
right,
yeah.
right.
So, when, you guys can come and talk to me because,
We're talking right now,
you
sir.
can,
you
yeah,
you
we are talking right
let's
now.
go through this. You operated the laundromat at one point, correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So the laundromat didn't earn enough money for it to make sense for you to keep it open, and I'd like to lease it from you and get you back to landlording. Period. End of story. Why is the first thing that you say is there's equipment in there? The equipment's old. It's junk. It's no longer
I know it
viable.
is, yeah.
Pardon
Yeah,
me?
but I understand. But what I'm saying, So I mean, once you lease it to me, I mean, you're gonna go ahead and put all the new machine in there.
Correct.
I mean, you're gonna. Oh, okay. I mean, I thought you're gonna use the same machine in there. For
Why
a
would
little
I
while,
make
then
any
you're gonna.
attempt to operate the store with the old equipment that is no longer going to be profitable because it needs to be fixed, because bearing jobs need to be done? Sir, you don't jump into an Uber that happens to be a 35-year-old car and say, that was a great drive. Thanks for the ride. So if you're running a business, it's okay if you can keep your granddaddy's pickup truck running and it's important to you and it's been in the family for 3 generations. Wonderful. A
Right, right.
57 Chevy,
Okay.
different. But this is a business, sir. Do you know why I'm
Right,
calling
I
you?
see.
Do you know why I'm interested in
Yeah.
the space?
Go ahead. Tell me.
Because the infrastructure is there. The gas, water, and electric. There's no goodwill. Every single individual that used to use this laundromat has found another laundromat. They're not waiting for it to reopen. So we're going to have to do tons of work to get it back. It's your building. I don't know if you own it outright. I don't know if it was left to you by your granddad. I don't know if you have a hefty mortgage on it. That's all your business. But my business is Coin
Right.
Laundries. I'm not a flipper. I don't sell the stores. I want to sign a lease, put new
Right,
equipment in,
Okay.
spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, and give you a rent check. But that
Right.
rent has to be reasonable and commensurate, not only for this area of South Carolina, but also for a laundromat. So the questions are fairly simple. Firstly, yeah, there's equipment in there. You want it? You can have it. Put it in your garage.
All right. Okay. I mean, can I come and see you up there in St. Stephen today, later today?
No, there's no reason for that, my friend. We're on the telephone. So let's talk about whether or not you're crazy and the lease rate that you want is exorbitant. And let's figure that out. And then we can shake hands when it's time to sign the lease. Let's do that. So what's the square footage and what's your asking rate of rent on a 15-year minimum lease?
I mean, okay. The space is probably around maybe 2,200 square feet, something like that, because I don't know exactly how many square feet. But it's around like a 2,200. That's what I'm guessing. And the rent, I mean, the rent is going to be, I mean, you want to, for how many years, the terms, the lease, for 10, 15, how many years?
I need 15 years minimum because I'm going to be spending tons of money in this location.
Right. Yeah, I understand. Okay. So the rent is going to be around the $2,300 a month. And it's going to be, the increase of the 5% for every 5 years.
So you do 1% increases yearly.
Yeah, right. 1% is yearly.
I need rent abatement. I need some free rent up front because I'm going to be not only ordering the equipment, waiting for the equipment to come in. How long has this space been vacant? How long has it been closed?
It's been closed probably almost maybe a year and a half, because I mean I had a plan to open up, but I mean I had too much going on because I'm trying to open up the gas station in close to the Orangeburg County. So I mean that's why I mean I did the first one at this time, not to open up. But I mean I had a plan in the future to open back up the laundromat. But I mean, I had a plan, I'm going to go ahead and run as it is, like, the old equipment for a little while, maybe about a year. Then I'm going to go ahead and think about it to take all the old machine out and put all the new machine a year later. Yeah. I'm not just thinking like you, because you said, I mean, you're going to go ahead and throw away all of the old equipment and put all the news. I mean, that's a good idea. But I mean, see, it's financially, I mean, if you are strong, then it'd be okay.
Well, look, I can understand when people have a plan,
Yeah.
but you can't
Right.
operate a business that relies on equipment using old equipment, because there's a fiscal life for that equipment and there's a physical life. I can keep it running on spit and vinegar and Band-Aids for 20 years, but the time it takes to keep it running, whether I have too many stores to do my own maintenance. So obviously, we understand all of that. You don't need to explain to me, Aaron, why it is that you're not running the place. It is tons of work.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how to advertise for a laundromat? No. Do you know whether or not you should do wash, dry, fold, and drop off? No. Do you know how much it costs to hire employees to do that? No, you don't, because you don't understand the business. So instead, collect a rent check. Now, you're asking for $1 per square foot. I can give you 80 cents a square foot. I'll write you a letter of intent. I can start at 80 cents. And then we can get the 1% increases yearly, sure. But this is not a national chain or a Starbucks or anything other than a coin laundromat. So I'd love to start paying you rent. I need 12 months of abatement in this spot because I'm not going to be able to get the equipment in. So I'm not going to try to limp it along the way that it is. And at the end of the day, look at the letter of intent. We'll email it to you. And if it makes sense, or if you say, well, he's crazy about this point and this point and this point, call me back. And yeah, we can shake hands. I want to see this place as a thriving, beautiful 24-hour service center. It's what we do. A well-lit parking lot, advertising. We use Alexa systems in our stores to run them. Why not? There's attendance there 10 hours a day. It's going to be a very, very different scenario for you. Let's say you want to sell this building. Sell it in 2 years when you've got a thriving tenant in place. I think this is a good fit for us and you. What's your email address? We'll send you an email.
It's Arun A.
Perfect. My name's Danny D'Angelo. Again, you spoke briefly with my partner, Mr. Williams. I'll CC him in the email. And look, I'm not asking.
I think he lives in St. Stephen, right? Your partner?
Correct. Yes, we are local. You can't run a laundromat from outside the city, much less the state. It's impossible and an implausible scenario. We are local. We're ready to sign this lease and change the outlook of the center. Give me about a day.
I mean, but see, I would like to come and see you guys. I want to show you that the space up there. So I mean,
Aaron,
if you don't mind it,
Aaron.
Yeah.
I'm making a dozen calls all over South Carolina today. No offense, my friend, but when the time comes, we will come gain. I know that the infrastructure is there because the equipment is there. The gas, water, electric, again, cards on the table. That's what I'm after, and it's here. It's a laundromat. It's just closed down. We're going to revamp it, retool it, bring it back like a phoenix, and give you a rent check. Be done with it.
Oh, okay. All right then. But I still want to go out and come and see you personally. I mean, if you have a times this week, I mean, I really want to show you.
For the third time, I'm going to send you a letter of intent. If you think we're nuts, rip it up and throw it away and be done with it. If there are points in that LOI that you need to change, call me on the telephone. I'm not trying to say my time is more or less valuable than yours, my friend. We will meet in person, we will shake hands, and then we will become the tenant that sends you a rent check every month, and you won't have to concern yourself with this space.
Okay, all right. I mean, but still, I mean, I need to confirm everything. But okay, you just go ahead and email me, okay? And I'll take a look at it, okay?
Ciao.
Thank you, sir.
I am continually, endlessly astounded. I look, I understand. God bless him. The guy speaks at least 2 languages, but what is going on when these literally, and I told you, dude, don't for the cheap seats, don't talk to the landlord. Just don't talk to them. I know that I want to, I know. I've been doing this for, you've seen inside my course, there's a video that has me screaming.
You nailed it, Danny. The first thing that came up was when I talked to this other guy, I was like, oh, I could kick myself in the butt, man. You're right. You recovered, Dan. You recovered well, Dan. You recovered well.
You're just making it harder for me to do the work. That's all. Okay, so here we have a cold call. We're going to send the guy an LOI. I will send you the letter of intent. I'll email it to you. Now, There's no urgency to getting the LOI done, finished, out to him. Okay. I mean, when we were during the call, you need to understand everything needs to be noted because you will forget whether or not there's a live YouTube video or not. You'll forget what is happening. So it's your vocation. You know, I don't like the word. It's your vocation to sit there and just type away like Matt. I want to see notes. All right.
Again, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I got so caught up in the conversation.
Don't get so caught up in the conversation. The notes are very, very important. Not what we think about it or not what we think he might be thinking or speculation, but the facts that are being said, what he said, his plan. You know, there's a lot of psychology in this call because then towards the end, he needed to say, well, I didn't ask why he didn't run it. I know why he didn't run it. I know why he closed the doors, because he couldn't make money. I get these emails from people every day. Hey, this store is closed or it's failing or it's faltering and I'm not sure why. Well, because they couldn't make money. Why are they selling this laundromat for $300,000? Divorce, excuse. Death in the family, excuse. If a store is earning $55,000 gross a month, you don't sell that store. You don't sell the goose that lays the golden egg. No, but incrementally, every single issue that it takes to run a successful laundromat, they've fallen apart on, all of it. What's the first thing he said? The first thing out of his mouth, what was it?
He said that he had a plan. He was opening a gas station. In the county.
No. See, that's why we take notes. The first thing he said was, "Oh, but what about the equipment in there?"
That's right.
What about it? What about it? You tried to run a lemonade stand. It ran into the ground because it was on the end of a cul-de-sac where nobody drives by. And now you're saying, but what about my lemon tree? What about it? This guy won the lottery today. And what needs to be noted all over this is come meet me, come and meet me, come and meet me, come and meet me. I don't think there's such a horrible language barrier. A lot of times landlords want to meet in person because there's a language barrier. They want to look you in the eye. They want to read your lips. They want to understand and shake your hand.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll meet. And truly, with my own stores, when I'm scooping up my own locations here locally, I don't want to meet with somebody. I don't care if he lives across the street. I don't have time for that. I don't have the inclination to meet with you. It's all going to be lost. I'm sorry. I don't need to have a cup of tea.
He mentioned that 5 times. I want to meet. I was like, geez, yeah.
I'm emailing you the letter of intent. I've updated my phone with his information. Don't lose sleep over this. You don't own this laundromat yet. Here I am again. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not here to rah-rah everybody. I'm not a counselor, but I end up doing both. Chill, relax, put the LOI together. There's no urgency. We never send it the same day. And that's psychological. He'll see it tomorrow. Go through it.
I sent it to you.
Yes.
I sent it to you first right there.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Go through it line by line, make it your own. This isn't grade school. It's not a note you're sending to the cute girl in class. It's more important than all of that, but it's also not a legal and binding document. He's asking for 1% increases and less than $1 per square foot. His ask. This is a great deal if it happens.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye.
Agreed. Thanks, Dan.
What a lovely day and what a lovely group of people you kids are. Let's go through some of the things that you want to say to me by having typed out comments. Danny D, yes, that's me. You, yo, hi. Rick and Morty, yes, that's right. Rick and Morty, love them. Oh, geez, Rick. Once you buy new equipment, how long should it be before you buy new equipment or update roughly? And people are answering the questions, 7 years. It's not really truly every 7 years, but your depreciation is going to run out on your equipment. If you're smart, you buy the heaviest SUV you can for your personal LLC because the curb weight, you'll be able to write it off as industrial equipment. Buy a friggin' tank. This equipment, the depreciation on said equipment is phenomenal for us. And every 7 years when that runs out, in a well-run store, that equipment's going to be wrung out. But you can limp it along like we keep saying. That's the problem with these stores. I just fielded an email this morning. Oh, there's no My town only has 15 laundromats. Your town. Okay. So go out and look. They've already seen my course and they want to know, well, let me ask about the next steps. Get out and look. You'll see how decrepit those stores are, ripe for takeover. Mr. Carson says, thanks. Well, you're welcome. How nice of you. I know that from binge watching for 3 days. Look at you. Mostly unconscious. Well, mostly unconscious. Get the silly course. The YouTube stuff is fun. Get it done. Slam dunk. Get the square footage. 6 months abatement. 6 months? We get to 6 by asking for 12. And in this case, we might get a year free. 80 cents, baby. Absolutely. One quick question. What's your equipment manufacturer of choice? If you had the course, Tom, you would know that. There is no equipment manufacturer of choice. Part of the reason I'm the most hated man in this industry, because I tell these truths. The equipment's all the same. They're all going to say it's the Cadillac and the other guy's the Ford. No such thing. They haven't come up with anything different or better in 50 years. Maytag. Lol. Never LOL, people. Never. Don't do it. Let's stop the LOLs. Is that what you're doing? Dundee Bundy, come again. The other guy on the call don't deserve the laundromat. Okay, grammar. What's up? What's up? Short bus riders. Love it. Let's get on the phone. Okay. 6,000 pounds. I don't know what that means. In numerous videos, you've mentioned tax benefits run out. There we go. Okay, folks are getting ahead of me. What kind of equipment should you put to get credit should you have to get the equipment? I have a couple of videos about that. Business credit is very different than personal credit. Plus, I'm going to assume that you are an adult person. Fix your credit. Don't be a child. It's not difficult. It truly isn't. Because sadly, we are judged by our credit. You can go into a Ferrari dealership with holes in your jeans and no shoes, and they might ignore you and not give you a test drive. But when you sit down and you have an 820 FICO score, you're driving off the lot. You may not have a job. You realize there is no debtor's prison in America. You can tell that salesperson, hey, I'm going to drive that Ferrari for a few years and make the payments. Just because you can afford the payment doesn't mean you should have a Ferrari. We are judged by our credit in this country. Now, by the way, the flip side to that, you do not need good credit to do this. That type of thinking is what keeps people going to a job, just over broke. I don't care if you're digging ditches and driving the bus every day to work, or if you're a neurosurgeon parking your Corvette in the basement of the hospital. If you have a job, you're making someone else money. Think about it. Dragging your ass into Starbucks every day and getting that minimum wage check, you're making Starbucks rich. 6,000 pounds on vehicle tax write-off for your business. Thank you very much. Back to work. Appreciate the time, kids. If you're in the roster and you're doing this with me, sit, chillax, scout, and this will happen. LOIs go out 2, 3, 4 of these a day I'm sending out. If you're new and you're enjoying watching YouTube videos live, great, wonderful, welcome aboard. Hit the subscribe and likey thing. My course is a couple $100. Always been guaranteed. Guaranteed that you're going to open a laundromat? No, I don't know you. Guaranteed that when you see it, the first thing you're going to do is watch it again. The course videos are astounding and just updated last week. 101 plus hours of content. I am indifferent as to whether or not you get involved in laundromats, but if you're thinking about it, if you're serious about it, get the information. It's an absolute no-brainer. See you soon.